Hey guys, welcome to College of Engineering and Computer Technology. I'm Engineer Jason Paul Busencio, and today we'll be discussing and presenting the Electronics Laboratory series. Welcome back to our Electronics Laboratory series. And for now, we will be performing our laboratory experiment on clippers. So what are clippers? So clippers are applications of diodes wherein its purpose is to clip or to cut off a portion of our input signal. So it's either it cuts off from the positive cycle, or it cuts off from the negative cycle, or it can cut off from both parts of the cycle. So for our experiment, we will also be using our digital oscilloscopes to display our output waveforms. Then for the source of our input waveform, we will be using our signal generator. Then we have our diodes, our resistor, and an important part of a clipper circuit is our external voltage supplies. So this external voltage supplies is the reason why there is a clipping process in our circuit. So construct the circuit as shown. So as you can see, we will be using one diode and a 1 kilo ohm resistor again. Then, additionally, we will be using an external voltage supply for our clipper circuit. So, let's connect the external voltage supply to the diode. So, let's be careful on connecting the polarities of our voltage supply. As you can see here, I will be connecting the positive probe of the external voltage supply to the cathode of our diode. Then, let's connect our input sinusoidal waveform from the function generator. Then, let's connect all the grounds. So, to display our input waveform, so we will be using the channel 1. That's our input waveform. So to show to you what does a clipper circuit displays, so we'll be using the channel 2 of our oscilloscope to display its output waveform. So take the output from the diode and from our external voltage supply. As you can see, so part of our waveform is clipped or removed. So this clipper circuit is a positive clipper, which means the part of the positive cycle has been clipped. Conversely to the positive half-wave rectifier, where all of the positive cycle has been removed, in the clipper circuit, only a portion of the positive cycle of the signal will be clipped or will be removed. So to display a negative clipper, we will just change the orientation of our diode and the orientation of our external voltage supply. So as you can see now here, so from the previous example, which is a positive clipper wherein the positive cycle has been clipped, in this, when we change the orientation of our diode and the orientation of our external voltage supply, so we will now have a negative clipper wherein the negative cycle or part of the negative cycle has been removed. So that's the two types of clipper. We have the positive clipper and the negative clipper. For the next part of our experimental clippers, we will be demonstrating the output waveform of a dual clipper. So a dual clipper is a clipper that clips both parts. So for the next part of our experimental clippers, we will now be demonstrating the output waveform of a dual clipper, wherein we'll be showing how it clips both parts of the cycle of our input signal. So now we will be using a resistor and two diodes. The two diodes should be parallel to the resistor and they should be connected. The one is forward bias and the other one is reverse bias. We will also be using two external voltage supplies which will be connected to our diodes. So let's connect our input signal. Then let's show our input waveform. And now to show you the output waveform of dual clipper, so let's connect our probe parallel to the diodes and to the external voltage supplies. As you can see now here, from our input waveform, so both parts of our cycle had been removed. So as you can see, the positive cycle had been clipped, the negative cycle had been clipped. So the portion of the clip signal depends on the amount of voltage from our external voltage supplies. As you can see, as I adjust the voltage supplies, you can notice the changes in our output waveform. So you see, to the negative, then to the positive. And that's the output of our dual clipper. For more videos about electronic system, please like, share, and subscribe our channel.